Trading and the value of relationships. What is the difference between trading and trading effectively? As any parent would know, the most important part of a household is enforcing a set of rules. Furthermore, adhering to these rules is extremely important to ensure an orderly and functional household. Being the father of 3 kids, there is no doubt that there are many times where these rules may be bent or broken. However, as long as we adhere to these rules, majority of the time, the household would be properly functional. Similarly, our family at work adheres to this train of thought. Each component carries out its own functions, fitting together like a piece of a puzzle. The most crucial criteria for this family puzzle, however, is not merely trading by adhering to rules, but rather the nurturing of all relationships. This enables us to trade effectively. The many milestones that we've reached and successes that we've attained can be attributed to the various key players that form part of our organization and journey. You, our suppliers, our customers, our team members. Truly, a company is its people. From humble beginnings, as early as 1953, the company has seen many structural changes, evolving from a corner cafe to a supermarket and various other structural changes to the current big box segmented structure, offering services to a broad spectrum of LSM groups, ranging all the way on a scale from 1 to 8. For those of you that were privileged to know my late father, affectionately known as Haji KitKat, you will know that he was the most humble human being. The value of hard work, honesty, and integrity have been instilled within us and have formed the basis of our company. From a tender age of 10 years old, my siblings and I have been actively involved in this business. With my father's training, there was never time to wear my tie and play the role of a boss's son. However, it is the foundation of hard work and humbleness that has played a vital role in bringing us to where we are today. Looking forward, we believe that we have established a strong foundation. Our plans into 2022 and beyond include growing the core cash and carry business by at least a couple of more stores. As mentioned, this family organization comprises of various components. To provide further insight into each of these components, I now hand you over to my brothers, who will provide brief descriptions of the various segments. Meet and greet later. Thank you.
Being the youngest brother with the 3rd generation of our family business, I've always felt I had big shoes to fill. With the goals and targets that my family set for me, I've always had the support of my late dad and my elder brothers who helped me achieve all my objectives and goals. I believe that my role in the business, which is quite crucial as it's the sales part of our business, and it's always about buying at the right price in order to be able to sell at the right price. Historically, our business has always been a mix of wholesale and retail. So we have 3 different models in our business, which is one being KitKat Cash and Carry, which is our big box hybrid, where we obviously do retail and wholesale. And then we have our second model, which is KitKat Express Cash and Carry. Those stores are mainly based in the townships, and our target market is basically schools, tuck shops, bazaar shops, etc. Then we have our fully end consumer driven KitKat Express, which is your typical supermarket which sells to direct end consumer. With that being said, obviously whilst we grow, costs run away from you, controls run away from you. So what we've done recently is we put in a fully focused operations team which goes out to all stores in terms of support, in terms of layouts. Our fully fledged operational team is basically at a different store every day, just to support the guys in achieving their goals. So what we've done is we've always wanted to be ahead of the curve. We don't like to follow, we like to lead. And with that being said, what we've done recently is we've added different categories in our business. We've added KitKat clothing in our businesses. We've now added services where you now can pay your DSTV, you can pay your lights and water accounts at KitKat. And the whole objective of that is to have a one-stop shop. It's for the end consumer to come in and basically buy everything under one roof. We're a business that likes to evolve, and what we've done from a sales point of view is we're now directly selling to schools, we're directly selling to forecourts, We have directly selling to offices. We have a separate division, a sales division that focuses on these different areas of business. And what we've done is we've created a sales team, and we actually would like to thank our suppliers for that. I mean, we've learned from our suppliers. I actually don't like to look at them as suppliers. I like to look at them as business partners, because at the end of the day, it's about working together. And what we've taken from our suppliers, we now read our wholesale trader exactly how suppliers read us in terms of what we buy in category, in subcategory. We now read our trader in the same format. And in doing that, we're now growing our customer, or I like to rather say we're developing our customer, as suppliers have assisted us to develop over the years. We're now moving on to a new IT system as well. And that IT system will assist us in managing our growth expansion plan with regards to our customers, with regards to our suppliers. Last but not least, I'd like to thank our suppliers. It's all about partnership. It's all about vision. And it's all about vision together. Suppliers, all our suppliers have always believed in us and they've supported us. And I'd like to thank you guys, because that's what it's all about. I'd like to call upon Junaid to discuss further of how our business has grown.
On multiple occasions, I've been placed in positions that have challenged me greatly. More often than not, I have found myself embarking on endeavors with no prior experience. When overwhelmed, I have always recalled my father's advice to start from the bottom and work my way up to the top, one step at a time. What I have learned from this approach of working is that every decision in business has a financial implication. Financial implications are also directly linked to managing efficiencies through process. The effective management of efficiencies through process will assist in determining the financial implications and thus allowing us to make better business decisions. A typical example of managing efficiencies through process is the introduction of bin locations at our distribution center and stores. This enables us to detect both the location and the quantity of the stock instantaneously. These efficiencies allow our planning division to replenish stock effectively, reducing out-of-stock situations, which then obviously leads to increasing basket size of customers and further creating a far better shopping experience for our customers. Further advice received from my father when managing a business was to remember that the customer is always right and that our business should be very customer-centric. As a business, we have always placed large emphasis and importance on giving value back to our customers. The effective management of stock and finance has put us as a business in a position to further add value to our customers by way of a loyalty program. As a business, we believe that loyalty is the strongest glue which holds a relationship together for a lifetime. Let me give you an example. A well-built lady blatantly asks the man standing next to her to call her a taxi. The man wittingly replies, "Should I call a taxi for you or do I call you a taxi?" Thus proving the point that it's not what you say, but how you say it. Bearing this in mind, we will be introducing a loyalty program that has been simplified, not complex in nature, and that will appeal to all types of consumers. This one-for-all concept loyalty card program will of course be compliant with the POPI Act. The effectiveness of the loyalty program will be monitored using data analytics and obviously the relevant metrics, and it will be available in all of our stores for all of our customers. It's important to remember that none of these systems would be properly implemented without strategic thinking. Now, to further elaborate on the strategies of our business, I'll hand you over to my brother and our CEO, Riaz.
In the corporate world, my brothers and I would be called the board. We pride ourselves on calling our business a corporate family business. The board is bold enough to do things that others wouldn't normally do. As the CEO, strategic thinking quite naturally became my forte. It reminds me of a comedian, George Bernard Shaw, famously known for his role in revolutionizing comedic drama, said that there are three types of people: those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that don't know what happened. I'd like to think we are of the first kind. My motto is simple: we can either accept things as they are or make a concerted effort to change them for the better. The most important thing to remember is that even if you are an expert in your field, there's always room to improve. You learn every single day of your life. At KitKat, we tend to put our people out of their comfort zone so that they can expand on their knowledge, thus benefiting the individual as well as the company. It is for this reason we have created our own training school, which is soon to be CETA accredited. This will allow learners to obtain relevant qualifications that are nationally recognized. It's something that we are absolutely proud of and has been in the making for some time now. We have realized that with the growth strategy that we have, we need experts in the relevant divisions within our business to take control and manage. I can proudly say that we have now announced and appointed our own executive committee, and every single individual within that committee is KitKat purpose and KitKat built from within the organization. Our drive towards innovation, such as the loyalty card, sales, ops, financial, stock management, and supply chain, has driven us to move towards technology. Now these are all the points you would have heard from my brothers speaking about our core components of the organization that we manage and how we manage it. But in order for us to achieve all of these things that we speak about, and we really mean and believe, the system that we're now implementing will allow us to drive the efficiencies within the organization and will allow us to manage all of these efficiencies, which will hopefully the end result bring us a cost saving, which we can naturally pass down to our consumer. And naturally, like all other organizations are doing around the world, our intention is to reduce the carbon footprint and to try and do good for Mother Nature. I mean, especially living in South Africa, we need to take cognizance that costs are a killer, but so is unfortunately our carbon footprint. And we've taken on the task about 3 years ago now as well to move on to solar. We, like any other family business, don't just dive into things without testing and trying it out. We can now confirm that the solar works, and we intend now obviously putting it throughout all of our buildings, all of our rooftops, and naturally saving a lot of carbon emissions. During my program at Harvard Business School, we discussed whether brick and mortar stores will become a thing of the past with the fast-growing e-commerce. The conclusion was, to achieve last mile delivery, you need the brick and mortar. The biggest advantage is efficiency and cost, a field we are quite good at. So I've done the study on supply chain and the delivery cost. It is ridiculous, and we could not fathom just continuously growing on the e-commerce side without having an effective cost base within our organization. So as an organization, we're working continuously with our business partners in finding these savings. We have also constructed a world-class distribution center to help find us this. Our distribution center can stock 23,000 pallets at any given one time. The entire facility is managed with warehouse management system, which is, everything is scanning. I mean, my brother Junaid spoke about bin locations. We have it to the nth degree. As an independently owned family business, we generally never concern ourselves with process. Now, this is a generalization. However, we have learned that everything has a time and a place. As we grow, we understand the need for structure. So process in our lives today is crucial. You will see this when you walk through the store. Processes that are well managed throughout the organization result in the highest efficiencies and the overall well-running of the organization. We are humbled by our success that we have achieved thus far and are pleased to announce, in addition to the existing Crown Mines that you are all here to visit today, we will be opening our 6th cash and carry store in Mamelodi by the end of November this year. Crown Mines is a 23,000 square meter store that stocks in excess of 22,000 SKUs. Mamelodi, because of its rural nature, is a 12,000 square meter box that was designed specifically to suit that market. It will carry a range of between 10 and 12,000 SKUs. So both Mamelodi and Crown Mines will have a food lover's value in both of these stores. We plan to expand this throughout all of our stores. So achieving all of this now gives KitKat the full picture. I mean, we sell from bricks to bread. As a proudly South African company, we support local suppliers and strive to become a national organization. I am proud to announce the addition of our new joint venture model that will allow us to grow nationally. Our first store will be open at the end of October this year in Marble Hall and will be called Kit Kat Market. So it's all about process, strategy, structure, training, people. The list goes on. This is a puzzle or a big web to navigate, but it's fun and we love it. We have great relationships that we foster and continue to grow. We cannot achieve this without the support and love from our suppliers, customers and friends, and most of all, our family. Thank you very much.